And welcome on back to Big Dick's Diner. I'm so glad y'all could join me today. It's been a little while. I will get into that for sure in the short term. But for now, let's get into what we're making today and what's coming up. Today we're going to be doing a low country boil, but we're going to be doing it a little bit differently. We're using the normal ingredients, and that'll be potatoes, corn, scrimps, and andouille sausage. But we will be doing it in the stove. Typically, you do it in a pot over the sterno outdoors for a whole group of people. I love it. I gotta be honest, it's one of my favorites. But to be able to do it in the stove is a game changer because you just throw it together and you don't have to have a big party to be able to do this. You could just throw it together, throw it in the oven, and be done with it. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. So what we're going to do here is we're going to get into it. The other main ingredient would be Old Bay. Typically in outdoors, you'd use a Zatarans or something like that, or one of the other mixtures that they have pre-made that comes in a little bag. But what we're going to do here is we're going to take our potatoes, and we are going to oil them up with some Old Bay. We're going to get that going, and then we'll move on to the next step. So what we're doing here, we're going to get ourselves like a rumba. Where is Martine when you need him? We will get into that. I don't have much of an update, but I do have some thoughts on it. What we're going to do here is we're going to get ourselves, thought I pulled out a plastic bag. I did not. Nothing's ever easy around here. We got ourselves a plastic bag because we are going to be tossing our potatoes in that. And we're going to get ourselves some olive oil. And we are going to get ourselves some Old Bay. Oh, I bet you she buried. Because isn't that the way it works? I saw it in here the other day. There she goes. Some Old Bay. We're going to get it going. We're going to take all these potatoes here. We're going to transfer them into this bag. Thanks for bearing with me. I'm still getting in the flow of things a little bit. I'm going to pour them into these bags here. Oh, this is going to be dangerous. Oh, we're dropping potatoes. We can't afford that. We don't have too many. We're going to move them by hand. Then we're going to whisk together a little bit of oil and Old Bay. Pour it in there, toss it up, and get that in the oven. We're baking at 425 right now. You can do it for about 10 minutes. Stir them up, keep them moving. We soaked these potatoes in water. Did not say that in the recipe, but that is my go-to for making sure that the potatoes come out proper. Why is this opened? All right. See what we're doing here. Yep, and yep. Piece of cake. Switch over here. Make sure you guys can see what's going on. We got our potatoes. We got ourselves a little bit of olive oil. We're gonna add a little more than the recipe recommends as far as Old Bay goes, because Poppy likes it. And then we're gonna whisk it up. It looks nice. Now, the recipe doesn't specifically say to do this for the rest of the ingredients, but I'm thinking we just may. We'll pour that right in here. Gotta make sure we get all that Old Bay out. Let me tell you. And not to make a mess. I feel that may be inevitable, however. Gonna stir it up. Oh, let's go over here. And let's go over here and let's go over here. We're gonna stir it up. Shake it up, rather. Get these boys nice and coated. Now, soaking these potatoes should moisten them up a little bit and get them to cook a little quicker. Nothing like biting into a raw potato. And then we're going to spread them. Off the coated potatoes. They're coated, let me tell you. They're coated. Let's switch over to the stove. We're going to coat them and bake them for about 10 to get them going. We're going over parchment paper. That's the only way to fly. I kind of want to spill the rest of these juices out here, frankly. What are we looking? Yeah, we can see. I like this. Like this view. We're going to spread it out a little bit. We want one layer so they cook evenly. Yeah, it's not bad. Would have liked more potatoes. This is all I had today, unfortunately. We're going to save this bag for tossing other things potentially. I'm going to throw this in for 10. If I can ever find my oven mitts. Toss this at 10 at 425 just to get it going. Not too many options here. Not too many options at all. Okay, there we go. 10 minutes. Voila. We're going to start it at 5. We're going to stir it up at 5. We're going to put it in for another 5 to finish the 10. We're going to stir it again, and we're going to get going with the rest of our stuff. But y'all hang tight, and we'll be right back. All right, so we've stirred our potatoes once. We got a couple minutes left on there. We've prepped our corn, Old Bay, and olive oil again. They recommended butter, but we went olive oil. We're also going to be doing a little side dish here. We're going to be making some Cheddar Bay biscuits, which we're going to get going real soon. Same temperature, 425, so that works out real well. Once this is done, we'll add the corn, throw it in for another 10. I do want to give a little quick Old Bay dusting on top, just to get that flavor in there. And then once we get the corn in, we'll start getting going on the Old Bay Cheddar Bay biscuits. Then we're going to add the scrimps last. We're going to do the andouille. We're going to add the scrimps last because it did say raw scrimps, and I mistakenly bought cooked. So we're going to add them towards the end. We do want to get the flavors in there, but we are going to add them towards the end. We don't want to overcook them. So here we go. We got about 2.5 minutes left. So I'll let you know. I believe about a month and a half or so ago, I told y'all I don't believe in curses. Well, let me tell you something. Maybelline put a hex on me, something fierce. As soon as that Scrimp and Oyster Pole Bay video came down, I went down for the count. I was out of work for a week, not feeling great at all. Thought if I did a little R&R, I'd get better. I did get better, but I had this lingering cough. And I don't want to be coughing the whole video, so we took some time off. Maybelline, I apologize for however I wronged you. I just care for my team's welfare. If you're out there watching, I just want you to know that. Please, no reason to attack me. So at least I got that off my chest. We got a minute and a half left. We're gonna, I suppose, prep some Cheddar Bay biscuits. Let's see here. Water, cheese, and biscuit mix. All right, so we're gonna change it up a little bit as far as the cheese goes. I think I have a little bit of cheddar left. We might mix and match a little bit. I do like to add a little garlic powder in my Cheddar Bay biscuits as well. We're going to pre-make the mix. We're going to do 3 or 4 tonight. And we're going to have a special surprise for our co-workers, I think, tomorrow morning in the a.m. So let's get the corn in before we get quite going on that. We got about 45 seconds left. Then we'll add these corns to the mix. I do kind of want to toss. It doesn't say anything about seasoning the sausage. I'm sure it's pretty seasoned and we don't want to over salt it. But I do want to give it a quick toss. We'll go a little lighter maybe in our seasoning. But as still do want to season it a wee bit. All right, we got a couple seconds left. We're gonna take this out. We're gonna add these corns. Give it a little Old Bay dusting. I'll let me tell you what. Switch on over. Pull it on out. Give these mamacitas a nice little stir. Parchment paper is breaking down already, but that's all right. That's what it's there for. Yeah, nothing sticking. I love meats and parchment paper. Let me tell you, you do want to try and stay to one layer. It's kind of got me cooking from the inside out. It tells me to add the corn on the outside and then the meat's on the outside of that. Which, okay, you the boss. We'll add our corns here. This is going to get me a little messy here, but that's all right. Add the corns to the outside. I'm only doing a few of the corns this time because there were too many corns. Oh, I should have done one more corns. Oh, no, this is fine. We can add the meats towards the bottom. We'll save this bag because we got all them juices flowing. Let me tell you what. Okay, we're going to go there. We're going to give just a little bit of this Old Bay on top. Try and season it up. Yeah, that's what we need. Yeah, we need that Old Bay. Got my hands juicy. And give them a quick rinse before we mess up the inside of my oven mitt. Get it back in for another 10. I'm gonna get going on the Cheddar Bay biscuits, and we'll get them in the oven. It takes about 16. We got about 20 left on this. Got about 15 to 20 left on this, so it'll be close. Time is set. Back to business. Let's see what we got over here on the Cheddar Bay biscuit side. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do that. We got that. We need cheese. What kind of cheese we're gonna use today? We got a Cheddar Jack. Very interesting. We got a Colby Jack. Oh, we got a fresh cheddar. You just go fresh cheddar and stick with it? Yeah, let's just go fresh cheddar. For nows. Fresh cheddar. Boom. Shake the room. Switch on over to my cutting board. All right. I'll tell you what, we're gonna use the same whisker because we're spreading flavors right now. Nothing wrong with that, especially in something so, dare I say, related. All right, so this is one package of Cheddar Bay biscuit mix. Use our kitchen scissors, open her up, try and get it all in there. Love it. We're gonna do a little bit of water. What do we got here? We got 3/4 cup cold water. This is close. That's too much. It's too much. We don't want these guys watery. That's way too little now. Oh, measuring cup. What hast thou done to me? Might be on the light side. We'll give it another half splash. Okay. I'm gonna leave that guy. Now we gotta do what? Half a cup, which is 4 ounces. How we open it? What happens with the cheap cheeses? They don't even put slits in the bag no more, so you can't open them. All right, this is a 8-ounce bag. So we're gonna do about half a bag's worth. Go a little heavier. That's how we roll. All right, we're gonna do a little Old Bay. It's gonna be a high sodium meal, let me tell you, but got to do what we gotta do. Then we're gonna add a little bit of garlic powder. Because what doesn't go good with garlic? And we're just gonna stir it on up. I don't want to use that same spatula, so now we can't whisk it. So we're gonna stir it. Losing cheese. Fortunately, I cleaned my countertops. That being said, we're gonna throw that out right there. Okay. See where we're at. We're gonna stir. I don't love this bowl. I, in fact, hate it for this particular occasion. Not a great stirring bowl. That's the bowl we picked, so we sticking with it. Rather than dirty two and move it to another one. She's looking good. Not consistent quite yet. But she's looking good. She's smelling real good. That garlic. I think we're pretty good there. I gotta be honest with my Cheddar Bay biscuit making has not been pretty. Come out fairly poorly, to be honest. I think I'm making them too big, but get an opportunity to change it all right now, right? What we're gonna do? Take that. We're gonna get some more of that parchment paper because we love it. Running low, but we got enough of this. Let me tell you what. Right here with it. Move some of these ingredients out the way. And let's see here. Spoon, big scoop. Quarter cup. How do I know how much a quarter cup is? We'll go something like this. I like it. At 2 inches apart, it says. Nice boy. I like it. We'll do 4 of them. That'll be good for me for dinner. I could eat this whole thing, no problem, let me tell you, but we'll stick to this for now. All good. This guy's a little small. Yeah, just a little bit. There we go. We're gonna go with like that. 425 for 16 minutes. We're gonna shift with the papers. Hold this in for 16 over on the other side. Time. All right, we got about 4 minutes left on this corn before we add this sausage. What we're gonna do now with this andouille, we're gonna season her up just a little bit. We're gonna use our existing seasoning rather than adding more. Right. Well, we don't want to make a mess here, so let's go over here. You can kind of see. Right, we're gonna go by hand because, frankly, I don't want to spill any of this sausage. We went a little more sausage than the recipe asked for. But what am I going to do with one andouille sausage left over, right? So we cut it a little bit bigger. Very happy about that. I like them big chunks rather than those small slices. There's good times for the small slices, but I don't feel like this is one of them. This is going to be real good. We're going to do the scrimps in that afterwards. So we got about 3 minutes left. While we're waiting on that, you guys hang tight, and I'll do some cleanup because this place is getting a little messy. So hang tight. We'll be right on back. You heard that? Well, we're back. Okay, what do we got here? So potatoes and corn seem to be done. We're going to pull them on out. We're going to add these sausages. Looking real nice, let me tell you. Real nice. Real nice. We'll switch on over the stove so y'all can get a view of where we're at. We'll pull it on out. It looks nice. I'm not going to lie. Somewhat worried about potatoes, but of course I am. Now, I don't want to dump these sausages because I don't want to lose those juices for my scrimps. So I'm gonna roll up the sleeve a little bit. We're gonna spread these sausages around a little bit. We're gonna cook this for about 5, and then we'll add the scrimps because we don't want to overcook them. I have a feeling that 5 might not be long enough. We'll see. Those couple of details look good, but they're not all the same size. I'm not good at making uniform sizes. All right, we're gonna give this a stir, which we were supposed to do before adding said sausage. We'll do that first, but we'll stir it now. And turn corns a little bit. And turn the corns. Turn them corns. Turn them corns. Turn them corns. Come on, Poppy. Turn them corns. Turn them corns. Okay, that's nice. That's nice. Give these guys a little stir. Make sure we get a little bit of that oil everywhere. Make sure she get cooked good. All right. Now we're gonna put her back in for another 10. Going back in. Well, we'll put her in for 5, and then we'll put her in for 10. No, we'll put her in for 10, and then we'll put her in for 5. How's that sound? We got 9 left on Cheddar Bay biscuits. We're gonna season up these scrimps right now, for starters. All right. Now here I do want to pour them because that bag's all loosened up, and I don't want to lose the juices. That's fine there. Give it the old grade school toss. Kind of busted open the top of these cheap Ziploc bags, which I did not buy. I don't skimp on certain things, Ziploc bags being one of them. And that's looking real good. So the next thing we got to do now, we need to make a topping for Cheddar Bay biscuits. Sorry, a lot of oil in this. My hands keep getting juicy. A lot of hand washing going on. All right, we got to make. Where'd that go? We're gonna use this topper here because we're gonna save a little bit of it for tomorrow. Blah 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 blah. Quarter cup butter, 1 pouch garlic herb. I just took this butter out of the freezer. Let's hope she's good to go. Quarter cup. Measurements right on the side. Quarter cup. Right here. Typically, we wouldn't cut that with a butter knife, but we did. Almost want to add more, but we don't need it right now. We can add more tomorrow morning. Uh-oh. All right, these timers synced right now, so let's do 45 seconds for the butter in the microwave. Right behind me there. Still cleaning, still cleaning. Clean workspace is always nice. Okay. Got about 8 minutes left. 7 minutes and 45 seconds left on both the Cheddar Bay and the Low Country Broil. We'll add the scrimps for another 5 after the timer's up. That'll ensure that the potatoes are cooked, sausages are cooked, the corn's cooked, of course, and it'll give our scrimps a couple minutes to flavor in there. All right, it's not perfect, but it's close enough. I say that. Oh, Martine. I say that as someone who has had issues with not melted butter before with my Rice Krispie treats, but I think we'll be all right. Take that guy a little bit from the corner to move everything out of there. And then we can do a cross corner and just spill it on in. Not perfect. Lost a little bit there, but it's inconsequential in the grand scheme. I'm making a mess over here. All right, this is going to be our herb butter. Don't really whisk this, but Almost just spilled it everywhere. Make do with what we have. We only have the one whisk, and I don't feel like washing it at the moment. We're already good though. We'll do this, but add a little bit more butter tomorrow. We're making it. All right, so we got that. The red cheddar bay biscuits are on the go. 5 minutes there. That's there. Boom, 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 boom. All right, so hang tight for 5 minutes. I'll continue to clean, straighten up a little bit, so that when this is done, I can sit down and enjoy it rather than cleaning everything. So hang tight. We'll be right back. All right, we're a little early here, but I do want to get the scrimps on, so we're going to pull the Low Country Broil, not boil because we're cooking in the oven. I can't take credit for that. The guy who did this recipe called it the Low Country Broil in his comments. We're gonna pull that, add the scrimps, toss it up, a little bit more Old Bay, put it in for 5-ish, 6-ish, 7 minutes. We could test the potatoes with a fork, see how they're sitting, and then we'll put them in and pull out the Cheddar Bay, put the butter mixture on the Cheddar Bay. They'll be done by the time that Low Country Broil is ready to be pulled. The Cheddar Bay should be cooled down enough that we can move on to the next thing. Right now, this is a lot of oil. I was going to pour these scrimps right in here, but I don't really want any more oil. It's going to mess my hands up again, frankly. But you got to do what you got to do. First, let's give this a stir. We'll put our glove on. You losing focus? You ain't even got focus. It's close. I think they're good. Check it real quick. Now, the potatoes ain't done yet. That's all right. We can do another 10. Stir some stuff up here. I was surprised it was only 40 minutes, I'll be honest with you. Every time I cook potatoes, it's got to be an hour. Ugh, this parchment's shot. Too much oil. Too much oil. Now we're good there. We're going to give those another little spin. The corns. What we're going to do, drain this oil when we're all done. It's got to be done. Too much oil. Yeah, that cough. Still hanging around. Maybelline. It's the last thing I do. I mean, Maybelline, yes. I'm sorry. However, I'm wrong. You scrimping? She's a little bit of a mess. She ain't pretty right now. I would have loved to layer it. It just looks better when you layer it, but not what we're supposed to be doing right here. See, when you're doing the boil, you're in the water, you got surface area, so you got that heat touching it 24/7. Here, if it's covered, it's not getting quite the right amount of heat. This is shot. We're in trouble here with all this oil. Give it a little bit of this. We'll wash off the hands. Gonna give it another sprinkling of Old Bay. Generous. Real generous. And we're gonna put her in for at least 5. These potatoes got me worried a little bit. I never seen overdone shrimp, so Cheddar Bay is a little burnt. 16 was the top end, and these are a little smaller than what I typically do. But that's where we stand with that. We're gonna try and scoop them right now because I want to get this seasoning on them while it's still somewhat hot. Give scoops. Scoop. Scoop, scoop. That one's a little burnt, but the rest of them are alright. What's the worst that happens? Right? We got our Cheddar Bays, we moving on over. We're gonna Give it a little bit of that butter love. That's nice. That's nice. That's nice. Yeah, she a little burnt, but that's all right. That's all right. Hate when that happens. Save this for tomorrow. Add a little butter to it. These guys are done. We'll leave them to the side. I didn't set a timer. We're gonna go 7, and we're gonna check back. Make sure those potatoes are done. That's really my only concern, the potatoes. Everything else should be more than fine. So we're gonna check back in about 7. Don't go nowhere, y'all here. All right, we're back. We're going to take it on out. And we're gonna plate. I think. See where the potatoes are at. Stove, engage. What a soupy mess right now. Please be done, potatoes. Those are definitely done. Couple of them. Come on. Can't tell. I think that's just the skin. Yeah, they're done. They're done. They're done. All right, cool. Can we get a focus on that? How do I adjust that? Larger stove. Properties. Configure vid. Can we do this on the fly? There is focus. Autofocus, huh? I'll tell you what. I need your autofocus. I want you to. I think there's too much gunk on the camera. We got to clean that camera. We got to clean that camera. Okay. It's not the end of the world. We're gonna plate this. She's looking real pretty. You can't see it right now. She's looking real pretty. And we'll plate this, and we'll see what the final product looks like. Hang tight. All right, so we're done. She's looking pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. I'm very excited to eat this, and it would be game changing for me if this works out well, because it just doesn't do it justice. These lights. I need to get some light fixes, because it's super easy compared to the other method. What's the best view? Got our cheddar bay biscuit, our corn, our scrimps, our potatoes, and our andouille sausages. They're seasoned real nice. And I'm really excited to try it. Like I said, potential game changer, because I do love this Old Country Broil, a little high in sodium, as is most of the things I cook around here. But a lot less work than doing the actual Low Country boil. This Low Country Broil, super easy. 4 ingredients, 6 ingredients if you include oil and Old Bay. I should have used butter in one or two places instead of oil. So that was something we could have changed, which we might down the road. Apologies for being a little out of sorts today. I just wanted to dive into it. I didn't do my normal prep work like I should have. So I apologize for that, but I'm really excited to get into this. So I'm going to go eat, and we'll work on these other things down the road. Thanks for tuning in. Maybelline, I love you. I didn't mean to hurt you. Let's go. Let's even ground, even ground. Have a great afternoon. Thanks for tuning in. Nothing could be finer than eating at Big Dick's Diner. And I tell you what, this here Low Country Broil, I got no doubt that it's going to have big flavor. Tune in next time, guys. We're doing chicken pot pie this week, and we're doing shepherd's pie, but we're not using lamb because I couldn't find ground lamb. We're using ground beef. I think it's called cottage pie or old cottage pie or something like that. We're going to do that this week. Very excited about both of those, 2 of my favorites. So thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you soon. Like and subscribe. Thank you.